12 more yards there and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This 2nd and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 46 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a toss left for Achane. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 11. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 13. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to quote-unquote hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, the final shot before half. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Burgess. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Tua going to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tua. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A give for Stevenson, running right. They juked him. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Achane. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Waddle, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Jalen Waddle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Yeah, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This is 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Here's first down. Throwing Tua. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Tua. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. New England's offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to...
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Stevenson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Again, Stevenson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Oh, nice move. And the Pats are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.